Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at where you got me. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at where you got me. Don't forget it, 'cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your fantasy, I got you. Tell me what you want, babe, then come get it. Tell me what you want, babe, go get it. Man, don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe, you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe. Man,
Shout out to the thinking class. What's going on, everybody? It is Monday. Shout out. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sharice. Shout out to Joe Blast. Shout out to True Savage. Yes, thank you for your show. Friday was off the chain. Tara's here. What's going on? Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone in the thinking class. Shout out to everyone. If you missed Friday, you missed the show. I'm still chopping it up. I'm going to upload some things right after this show later on today. But Friday was off the chain. It was off the chain. So we're going to do a continuation from Friday over to now, next to the throne. Let me put that right quick. Next to the throne. Let me say that again. Next to the throne. Are you next to the throne? Are you next to the throne? So, we talked about fatherhood in the game. So, we talked about that. And then Warren B came, Pimp God, talking about how important for you to be by yourself. But the next level is next to the throne. Let's get this out the way right quick so they know who we are. All right, we're back. So if you missed Friday, man, all I can say, you missed something. I've been chopping it up this weekend, bits and pieces of Fridays, chop up with Warren B. Pimp God, the pimp's golden rule, his ability to be by himself. So we're going to tie that into this week, next to the throne, because once you realize fatherhood in the game, and we broke that down for 3 weeks. I didn't realize it was 3 weeks. 3 weeks we broke down father in the game. You go to the next level, which is next to the throne. You take your seat because you realize your sonship of who you really are in the game. So shout out to everyone that's listening. Tell me, how are you doing today, this Monday? And do you like the music? You like that music in the background? Y'all digging that? Let me know. Uh-oh, Sigmund, what's going on? Y'all digging it? Let me know how you guys doing this Monday. And you like the new music in the back? New smooth?
You can't make this up.
Can't make this up. Let me know in the chat room, are you there? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, let me know you're there so we can get this going today. Next to the throne. Let me know in the chat room. Next to the throne. Man, this weekend was a good weekend. Got out, listened to some jazz. Got able to get some good eating. Had a great time. Great time. Let me know, how are you doing this Monday? You know, Mondays, people look at Mondays like, oh my God, I hate Mondays because you got to go back to work and all that kind of jazz. I'm doing great. The music is a nice vibe. You like it? Great. So we're gonna talk about it. Let me know in the chat room how you guys are doing. Thank you so much for everybody who donated last week to the thinking class. The thinking class is now expanding. People know about it. And if you notice, let me say this. If you look on the artwork on YouTube, you realize that the artwork or the banner for the show has changed. And also go to the LDA Lifestyle, go to the website. The website has changed. Website has changed too. So we make an upgrade, slowly bring a thing together so that it comes, so it looks really good. Everything looks congruent. And it says, this is the thinking class where spirituality and the game collide. You got the thinking class. So you can see that we are making changes, upgrading everything, making everything look nice and crisp, because we already know from Friday, it's expanded. So let's get this game going. So with the game we talking about, we realize when we talk about game, we ain't talking about manipulation and getting over to somebody. We talking about next to the throne. That means that there is a throne and that you either next to it. Salute, what's going on, Alonzo? So you're next to the throne. What's next to the throne? Now, it's two ways to look at this. Either you're next to be in position to the throne, or you're sitting next positionally to the throne. So let's make sure we get what side we're on. So I think that's important when we talk about this subject and when it comes to the game. Why? Because you're either sitting next to the throne, or you're next to reign in the throne. So there's two ways of looking at this. And what I want you to get the mindset or the frame that you belong there. And this is in any area of your life. You should be looking that you belong in the position of, this is my place to rule and reign. That is the true position when it comes to the game. Hey, you realize that you're next to the throne. Most people believe that they are servants to the throne. Most people believe that they're servants to the throne, and that's why they never believe they're next to the throne or next to be in the throne. So we talked about, are you a servant or are you really next to the throne? So being next to the throne puts you in position to see things, experience things that you wouldn't normally experience if you were just a simpleton or a simp. You got it. That's right. Royalty. Yep. And I think a lot of times we have the wrong mentality when it comes to the game. We're looking at it from a lower level instead of looking at it from a higher level, your seat of authority or your seat of position that you need to be in. Every person is go back to the book. Where's my book? It goes back to the secret invisible crown. Here we go. Goes back to the secret invisible crown. When you crown yourself as royalty, guess what? People begin to treat you the same way. That's why you got to be next to the throne. You got to have the mentality, this belongs to me. And I remember when I was with my sons when they were younger. And I said this story before. You're going to hear Bear repeating. I would tell my sons when we walked through the mall. We used to walk through this mall, Richmond Mall at the time, and I think Minter Mall. And I would tell them, when you walk through the mall, walk like you freaking own the mall. It was like, what, Dad? Don't walk slouched over. Don't walk like you don't know where you're going. Walk like you own the freaking mall. So I said, look how Dad's doing it. I want you to walk like me. So I will walk like I own the place. I walk like I own every store. I walk like when I walked in, they were going to shut the store down because you know why? I own the place. And what happens is everyone, the thing that switched is people begin to treat us differently because we walk like we own the place. Act like a king can be treated as one. Robert Greene. Yeah. So most people are walking through life as simpletons or simps and not walking through life next to the throne. Every PI knows that he cannot go onto the street walking like he's an average Trick or average Joe, Blow, or John. He has to walk out there like, I represent, this is my block. This is my strip. This is my blade. This is mine. And I walk like I freaking own him. Now, I may put my 10 toes down on here or my 10, pros down here, but I walk like I freaking own this place because I'm next to the throne. You never seen them walk or carry themselves like they were less than. So when you walk like you own the place, you realize you're next to the throne. You got to wake up in the morning, even if you don't feel like it. Hey, I'm next to the throne. You walk like because you know your positional place, your GPS system. You got to get your mental GPS system guided mentally. Say, I'm next to the throne. When you're next to the throne, you act completely different, and people treat you completely different. You got to realize that you're next to the throne. The problem is we have people who scavenge YouTube and looking for answers, but they have not changed their positional. They haven't changed their GPS system mentally or where they are at. So they're suffering because they might be next to the throne, but mentally they're sitting down as a pauper. What's going on, Coach Mike? Let me say that again. So you might be sitting physically next to the throne, but mentally your GPS system said you sitting at the poorhouse. What does this have to do with the game? It has everything to do with the game, because life gives you what you see, how you see yourself. Life is going to always reflect back to you how you see yourself. If you feel that you're less than, if you believe you're not next to the throne, guess what's going to happen? Life is going to say, you're right. You're not next to the throne. You can sit your hind self right there, and we're going to treat you that way. That's why most people don't get the game. You know why they don't get the game? They're looking at life from a place of a pauper, servant, and not as sonship, or not in a position of, hey, I got this. When you realize your positional, your GPS system is positioned right mentally, spiritually, and physically, it builds something inside of you that every woman goes crazy over. Every woman goes crazy over. Every woman goes crazy over, and that is confidence. 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 You cannot tell me what I'm doing right here that I am not confident in running this stream, running this board, running my computer, have my camera set, have this iPad set. I'm confident. The thing of it is, when you're next to the throne or next to be in the throne, it builds a sense of confidence inside of you that becomes unshakable. And what happens is, if you can build that confidence, do you understand what it would do to you? What's going on, Viking Rebirth? Viking Rebirth. I'm thinking about two people at the same time. My mom and dad both trained me to walk like a predator, not a prey. That's why they say, think like a victor, not a victim. Correct. So that's why it's so important when you're next to the throne. When you really think about when you next to the throne and your relationship to the throne, you change. You walk differently. You don't walk arrogant. You don't walk like you arrogant. You walk like you. Hey, I got this. I remember a situation. I was coming home from work one night years ago. I think I caught the bus. And what's going on, Don Coolio? And was walking home, and I said, you know what? I can't walk down the street all scary and out like something's going to happen. So what I did was I took bigger steps in front of me and more wider steps. Then I walked like I was carrying something. So I didn't come off with the energy that I was afraid or something was going to happen to me. So I did this for a couple weeks. So I walked that way. So what happens is the perception of what people thought, because they didn't know why I was walking so wide, why I was walking so with bigger steps and walking like I was in authority, the people did not bother me. Catch what I'm saying to you, because I had the mentality that I was next to the throne. I got this. So you got to realize this is applicable to everything you do. I don't care what work, job you at, whatever you're doing. When you walk like you, or you think you understand that you're next to the throne, the game completely changed. It's not what you say, it's not so much what you say, it's how you carry it. It's how you carry yourself when you say it. Let me say that again. It's not so much what you say, is how you carry yourself when you say it. We did that test. I got to chop that up last week. It's not so much what you say, is how you carry yourself when you say it. I mean, we did the test last week. That's why I want to get you to understand when you're next to the throne is indicating your sonship, because you understand the fatherhood in the game. That means you have the access to everything that the Father has, you have access to. Because we know the Father's name is I am. Let me say that again. We know the Father's name is what? I am. So when you understand this, now you walk into what? Sonship. Well, my dad wasn't there, my this wasn't there, my mom was this and this and that. You walk like, hey, I got direct access. What? To what? To the throne. That means I can request anything and what? Get it. Because I got access to the what? To the throne. Are you Mufasa or are you Simba? Right. Fear soul, what's going on? Are you Mufasa or are you Simba? That's good right there. Because most people, they're not walking correctly. They're not even talking correctly. They're not even moving correctly. So that's the reason why their game is not working. I'm talking to women too. It's sexy when a woman is confident. Let me say that again. It is sexy to see a confident woman when she's confident in her femininity. Let me say that correctly. When she's confident in her femininity.
You can't make this up.
It's something about a man will look and wonder when a woman walks into the room and she takes the air out of the room because she's confident in her what? Femininity. And brothers, am I telling the truth? Y'all let me know in the chat room. I could be making this up. When a woman comes in and take the air out the room. She takes the air out of the room because she's confident in her femininity. Her femininity actually just accents and makes you look at her. Whoa, wait a minute. Am I telling the truth, brothers? It's something when a woman does that. She just walks in. And the thing of it is, this the other side, she doesn't really have to be a looker. I'm just saying, she might be a little easy. She may be a little easy on the eyes. But when a woman walks in and she takes the air out the room, you start calculating what you're going to do next. In the words of Pink God, the alpha woman is actually the divine feminine woman. Come on, there you go. See, it's something when it's extremely sexy when a woman is feminine and confident. Man, makes your knees buckle when a woman walks in like that, because she know who she is and she's in her femininity. Let me say that again. Not her masculinity, but she's in her femininity. Takes the air out the room. You like, but equally so. It's equally so when a man walks in the room. When a man walks in the room, he's confident in who he is. It does something to the women. It calls the flow. It flows the waters to flow and everything to start to move. Let me see the way you say. That's why I wonder why they run from the true femininity. Come on, true. The bees always know the queen. Come on. I like that. It is equally so when a man walks in and he knows who he is. Confident. I'm gonna give you an example. I give you an example. Friday night. So when you go listen to some jazz, live music was good. The guys were playing the horn, sax. Music was going, seeing a couple people I know. So I said, let me go to this other spot. So I went to the other spot here called Networks. I said, let me go there. It ain't the same as the first place I went. Different crowd, different people. But you know me, I came in and I had my wide brim hat on. No facial expression. I walked in slow, intentional. Had to go to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom, made a beeline to the bar. Bartender said, psst, psst, come here. I said, what's up? She said, I seen you when you walked in, was about to go jump over this bar and try to find where you were. I said, what? She said, I seen when you came in and I was going to make a beeline to where you were. She said, I like that hat and how you wearing it. What can I get you? First thing I got was a drink of water. But my point is when I walked in with my hat, facial expression almost blank. Like I owned the place. Didn't care about anyone else was there. Went to the bar, and this is what the bartender told me. Please understand the game I'm sharing with you. It's something when a man walks in. You can be 6'10" or 5'2", but when you walk in and you walk like that, you realize that you're next to the throne. Guess what? People, what can I do for you? Radiating confidence. Correct. See, that's what happens is when you radiate that confidence, you realize your relationship is next to the throne. It changes everything. It changes everything. People treated you different. I never met this bartender before. I don't even go to this place often. I just happened to go in there just to see what was going on. Then as I'm sitting there, slowly sipping my water, and I think I got a glass of Chardonnay, lady just started talking to me. Hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, how you doing? I just got my MBA today. I wasn't worried about the lady's MBA. She felt like she needed to tell me. She needed to qualify herself to talk to me. Let me say that again. She felt like she needed to qualify herself just to talk to me. I listened for a minute, slowly sipped my Chardonnay. I said, okay. You gotta understand who you are. When you realize your sonship to the throne, you realize that you're radiating, like Don Coolio said, you're radiating what? Confidence. Guess what happens? The world, I was gonna say it, the world bends over for you. The world bends over for you. And many times, she wasn't sure of herself. Correct. She wasn't sure of herself. That's why they just start splitting all over. Right. Telling you, you got to understand. Like King Size said, a man don't care about her status. I did not care about her status. I did not care about her having an MBA and all like that. I cared nothing about it. She said, you sure look nice. You look like a model. And you know, my cousin's a model. I'm like, oh, okay, great. All right. She telling me that her cousin's a model. I said, okay, great. You know, your cousin's a model. And okay, you look nice. And I just sat there just like this. Sip my water slowly and paid no one mind. Why did I do that? Because I was confident in who I was. And I realized my relationship, that my sonship to the throne. And nothing else mattered but my time by myself. Please understand what I'm saying. If this is resonating with you, please understand that when you exercise this, it changes everything around you. My mother got on me. She said, I hear you teaching all this stuff, but you can't teach this if you don't live it. I lived it right there. Friday. She couldn't stop talking. I just kept shaking my head, my hat. I'm like, okay. Wow, she sounded like, well, who's this dude? Son trying to get right. I wasn't even trying to get her. I was to myself. The other thing is completely emotionless. I'm teaching game, y'all don't catch it. Teaching the game. I wasn't, yeah, girl. I wasn't all that. Joking and all that. I wasn't telling jokes. It wasn't time to tell jokes. I was in my zone. You came into my world. I didn't come into your world because I realized who I was. I was next to the throne. So my sonship completely changed. Now, either she's coming into my world or she has to go. Did I get her number? No. Did I want it? No. I wasn't even impressed. Why? You sound you arrogant, LDA. No, I'm just telling you how this works. Please understand, time itself will always reveal who you really are, and only if you're willing to learn you. Right. This resonating, been there. Just keep talking. She brought food to me right from the back. So you gotta understand why? Because you were in your what? You were next to the throne. People can sense when you're next to the throne. People can understand, wait a minute, that person next to the throne. Something about them. Something the way they carry themselves. But if you walking around like Mr. Bojangles and you tap dancing all the time, like you the Joker. Are you the Joker? Or are you the king next to the throne? Are you the queen? Or are you the Joker? She saw my light, correct. So you got to think, are you the Joker in life? In the court of the kingdom? Or are you the king, queen, spade? What are you? Diamond? What are you? What card are you playing? Many times guys are playing the joker all the time and then wonder why women think they are a joke. She went crazy over me even when she was in a relationship. She kept texting. See? Because you knew who you were. Are you playing? What card are you playing? If you're next to the throne, maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow. Who are you? What card are you really playing? Joker, spade, diamond, club. Who are you playing? What archetype are you playing in life? Many people think they're next to the throne, not knowing that they're the club, they're the spade, that they're the diamond, that they are the joker, and life keeps giving them the same cards back. What are you playing? Are you the jester or the king? And as we see on these YouTube streets, there's a lot of jokers and jesters on these YouTube streets. A lot of clubs, a lot of diamonds, and a lot of every other cards. But what position are you really playing in this if we are next to the throne? Are you the court jester? Always got jokes. Ain't nothing wrong being jokey joke. But it's sometimes you got to realize with the pimp God we talked about Friday, you got to realize it's about the kingdom. How he said, it's about the kingdom, LDA. It's about the kingdom. But in any kingdom, there's always a book or a suit. Who are you in the suit? And if you are next to the throne, you need to find out who is the joker, who is the ace, because you need to always find your ace. You need to find out who's your club of hearts. A club of hearts. You need to find out who your hearts are. You need to find out who your clubs are. You need to find out what position everyone else is playing in your kingdom. Y'all better catch that. And I'm going to button this up in a few minutes. What are people playing around in your kingdom? Because you're next to the throne. You got to know what position everyone is playing so that you win what we call this game called life. Yeah, some women play the joker too. They don't realize why they keep attracting jokers because they are the joker.
And you'll get it. Look at where you got me. Don't forget it.
Let me say that again. Some women keep getting jokers because they are the joker.
Look at where you got me. Don't forget it, cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your friend.
Same with you, brothers.
I got you.
You keep getting your heart broken because you have not become the king of hearts. You have not become the king of hearts. And you looking for a suite or a suit. You should be king of hearts, queen of hearts. And you try to match up with the queen of what? Diamonds. Y'all catch that tomorrow. You realize that you are a king of hearts and you're trying to match up with a queen of diamonds. And you wonder why your suit is not working or your kingdom is not working because you keep mismatching with the wrong suit. Next to the throne. That's why you're not winning at the game of life. You keep going out, and you keep picking the wrong what? Suit. Well, she's a queen, but she's not the queen of hearts. He's a king, but he's not the king of diamonds. You need to really look at your hand and go back and look. Why do I keep picking up all these cards and they are not giving me a winning hand? Why are they not giving me a win? You keep 1, 2, down, and not giving me a winning hand because they were never designed to be in your kingdom. When you know your position in the kingdom and what card you are, you begin to pick your suit. Y'all getting this? Or y'all gone? Is this too much? What suit are you getting? Because that queen of diamonds, you a king of hearts. And that queen of diamonds looking nice. Oh yeah, I like her. Oh my God, she fine. But she don't fit into your suit. And you, ladies, you that club, you a queen of clubs, and you looking for that king of diamonds is fine. But he don't fit into your suit. That's why your kingdom is not winning at the game we call life. You got to know how to play this. At least get up to 21. Who's in your suit? If this is resonating with you, let me know in the chat room, because this might be, we're going to go in and wait till John will tap in on this one. This might be too much for you about this. Next to the throne, what card are you playing? If this is resonating with you, let me know in the chat room. Queen of Hearts. Look at that. But if you keep picking the diamond, King of Diamonds, it's going to break your heart. Got to know who you are in your suit so that you can establish your kingdom, so that you can win the game. You need to be looking at your hand like this. Okay. I like that spread. And then when you really get good at it, you realize, we're going to talk about that later on. When you really get good at it, and you're really good at it, you realize you get a couple queens, a couple kings, a couple jacks, a couple this. And what happened is you realize you control the whole deck. You control the whole deck. But first you need to get that suit together. Suit together. What is in your suit? What's in your suit? Get that together, then you can open up and say, oh yeah. Then you realize who's all in your life, because you realize you're next to the throne, and you realize that you actually control the whole deck. All right, I'm gonna end it with there. You got something from it, let me know. Let's get this number in here. Number is 1. I like that. I'm already open to receive a new deck. Thank you. I'm already open to receive the new deck. Pure Soul, give the number for the day. Give us the number for the day, because I'm about to close it up. Button up, time to go. What's in your deck? The cards of life are trying to speak to someone. What's in your deck next to the throne? You should be, Can't be having trick cards either. Can't have trick cards. There we go. That's the number for the day. 329. Got you. About to button it up. 329. Gotcha. Like a number right there. Uh-oh. Trump cards, but I will finesse the lose too. I will finesse the loss too. Wow. See? I like that. I like that. Next to the throne, we're going into the science of the cards. Someone look that up right quick because I don't get where my phone at. I don't know where my other phone is. It's up there. Somebody look that number 329 up. I got the other phone up here.
Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe.
There we go.
You'll get it.
Angel number 329 is a message from the angels to put your...
Tell me what you want, babe. And you'll get it.
Look at this.
Look at what you got, man.
Angel number 329 is a message from the angels to put your faith and trust in them as they send you guidance through your intuition, visions, thoughts, and prompts. When you're next to the throne, you realize you picked the right card. What happens? It sends you the guidance. When you think about it, when you're next to the throne, you need a counsel. Your counsel is your what? Angels who tell you your angel, which is inside of you, saying what? Giving you guidance. Come on. Also brings inspiration to finish a project that you have been procrastinating over, and tells you let go of the things no longer positively serving you. What did you say right here? Let me say something, because y'all think y'all be playing this. What did Fear Soul say? He said what? I'm open to receive a new deck. I'm open to receive a new deck. He said that, right? But look what happened here. Let go of things that no longer positively serve you. Fear Soul, if you don't catch that, man, that's for you, bro. Angel number brings inspiration to finish a project that you have been procrastinating on, and tells you to let go of things no longer serving you positively. When you said what? I'm what? What did you say? I'm open to receive a new day. Right there. How much more? How much more? It's right there. But if he's receiving it, it's for everyone that's in the chat room.
You can't make this up.
I'm about to get out of here. Peace. Peace. We out of here. Have a good one.
Tell me what you want, babe. Look at what you got.